You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe here in this video. Shannon Sharpe spent 7 years with Skip Bayless on Undisputed. And the show was actually called Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. Now that Shannon Sharpe is no longer there, the names have actually been dropped from the show. It's called Undisputed. I believe it's actually called Undisputed Live. But from what I've actually seen, it's still just Undisputed. Well, everyone was anticipating that Shannon Sharpe would actually join Stephen A. Smith on ESPN First Take. And when the news came down, Stephen A. Smith said, no, it has not happened yet, but we're hoping that it does actually happen. He is not signed on the dotted line. Now, about a week ago, Stephen A. came out and confirmed, yes, Shannon Sharpe is coming on the show. And since then, guys, Stephen A. Smith has actually done Shannon Sharpe's podcast. You can actually check it out here on YouTube. Shannon Sharpe gets a ton of views on that too. It's called Club Shay Shay. And they talked about Skip Bayless. They talked about a whole bunch of things. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people are actually focused on the topic of Skip Bayless. Now, Shannon Sharpe said that he wasn't going to let 7 years go by, or I should actually say, he's not going to let 6 months affect 7 years. That's what he actually said on the podcast with Stephen A. Smith. Because we know for roughly the past 6 months or so, it was pretty rough over there on Undisputed. Started all with Damar Hamlin. And I predicted, guys, that Shannon Sharpe sounded like a man that wanted to get out of there. And that's exactly what he did. Now he's over there with Stephen A. Smith. And he made his debut today on Undisputed. And let's just say that Shannon Sharpe had a couple of rocky moments, guys, on ESPN. Here we go, guys. Look at this on Bro Bible. Shannon Sharpe continuously called Stephen A. Smith Skip during First Take debut. Yeah, he actually did, guys. We got a couple of clips here because it didn't happen one time. It happened 2 times. Maybe, just maybe, guys. Shannon Sharpe may actually miss Skip Bayless a little bit. No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's happy to actually be on ESPN First Take. And another thing, by the way, that Stephen A. Smith actually said on the Club Shay Shay podcast is that the reason why he wanted Shannon Sharpe on the show, because he wanted Shannon to know that he was wanted. So that was kind of like a low-key shot at Skip Bayless, if you ask me, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and get into this. It says here, in a somewhat amusing debut on ESPN's First Take, Shannon Sharpe, known for his 7-year tenure debating Skip Bayless on FS1's Undisputed, accidentally slipped up not once but twice by referring to his new co-host, Stephen A. Smith, as Skip. Now, I wonder, guys, is he actually going to be on there a few times a week? I'm not exactly sure here, because I do believe that Shannon Sharpe actually still does live in LA, and First Take is actually, I believe, taped in is it New York City or is it somewhere in Connecticut? I don't remember exactly, but anyway, the slip up occurred when Sharpe's first appearance on the show on Monday morning, as he was getting accustomed to his new role. In a moment of nostalgia, he inadvertently called Stephen A. Smith by the name of his former sparring partner, Skip Bayless. Realizing the gaffe, Sharpe quickly corrected himself. So let's go ahead and watch one of these clips right here of Shannon Sharpe calling Stephen A. Skip. Let's roll it.
KC on upset alert. if they don't get Jones back?
Yes, because if you think about it, the Lions were picked to win that division. Skip, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
Stephen A.
Yeah, right there. I guess old habits. Is that saying old habits? They kind of die hard or something like that. But it goes on here. It says, however, it seemed old habits die hard. I didn't know they were actually writing it right there. For the seasoned sports commentator, as he made the same mistake again shortly thereafter. So here we go with this clip right here.
Hey, you know what, Skip?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's been 7 years. Stephen A.
Right, I got you.
I'm laughing because being coached went to Livingston.
Okay.
I think eventually, if this continues, I believe Stephen A. is going to be like, he's going to be like, damn it, my name is Stephen A. But I understand why Shannon actually ended up slipping up. I mean, he spent a lot of years with Skip Bayless, for better or for worse. They were facing off against each other, 5 days a week, and for 7 years. And it was actually a Skip Bayless that actually gave Shannon Sharpe this opportunity to be on the show. Now, to be honest with you guys, neither Stephen A. or Shannon Sharpe would actually be where they are without Skip Bayless. Because you guys got to remember, First Take, that was really the Skip Bayless show, and Skip Bayless wanted Stephen A. on there. Stephen A. was actually in the ruts. I remember when Stephen A. kind of first hit the scene on ESPN. He was kind of wild, and even he admitted that he was kind of seen as like a pariah, I guess you can say, in the sports media at the time. I guess that's stemmed from the whole Ray Rice thing or something like that. But when he came on with Skip Bayless, they were number one. Stephen A. now, he's the biggest draw over there at ESPN. And Skip Bayless also gave Shannon Sharpe the opportunity, because remember, he was actually at CBS Sports, and I believe he got fired or he left. I don't remember exactly. But his profile now has been raised a lot because he was on with Skip Bayless. And now both of these guys are together right now. So we'll actually have to see what happens. But that debut had some slip-ups right there. Had some slip-ups. Calling Stephen A. Skip. Wow. But I understand, it's been a while. He's been off the air for 2 months already anyway. But I don't think that that Skip Bayless is making that same mistake. I haven't actually heard Skip Bayless calling like Michael Irvin Shannon or Richard Sherman or Keyshawn Johnson. He hasn't made that mistake yet, but maybe he will. But I highly doubt it. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Sports 2 fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.